Anyone who sews knows that the day your online fabric order comes in the mail is going to be a good day. And this week, my delivery day was a great day, and I'm going to tell you why. But first, hi, I'm Tiffany of Tip Stitch, and this is my YouTube channel where we discuss all things sewing and DIY. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Good to see you again. And if you are a new viewer, consider giving me a thumbs up and a subscribe. The fabric in this haul is from Mart Fabrics, and they are one of my favorite online retailers of fabric, period. There's a few reasons why. One, they carry a great selection of fabric. They add new stock daily, Monday through Friday, so you can find almost anything that you are looking for on their website. They also carry more than just fabric. They have notions, zippers, buttons, elastic, they have patterns, they have anything that you can think of, including coordinating thread for the fabric that you purchase. So you can sort of do a one-stop shop there. Secondly, they take amazing pictures of those fabrics. A lot of websites may just give you one or two shots of a fabric, maybe far away, maybe close up, but Mart is going to give you on average like 6 to 7 different photos. They're going to show you the front, they're going to show you the back, they're going to show you it close up, they're going to show you it from far away, they're going to show it to you draped over a stool so you can sort of get the drape and the weight and the feel of the fabric, you know, as much as you can, not in person. And they're going to throw in a couple of extra ones just to make sure like you have a good idea what the fabric is. And if you can't touch the fabric, I think videos or as many pictures as possible is what I need to know that I'm gonna like what I'm ordering. Thirdly, along with that selection of fabrics, they are going to have high quality fabrics. Most of their fabrics are designer dead stock, so you're going to get really great high-end fabrics at a reasonable cost. And speaking of cost, if you sign up for their email list, which I'll link to down in the description, you will find that Mart has a different sale every day. This can be 65% off the whole site, a certain percentage off certain categories, or it can be a flat $3.99 for all, let's say, the rayon challis that day. The sale that got me this time was 15% off their already 70% off fabrics. So I was tempted by the email, went over to the website, went through and found this amazing fabric that I just had to have. So let me share it with you. All right, so a quick overview. I bought 3 pieces of fabric in this haul from Mart. But what I want to show you first is why my good day was made great. And that is because each one of these fabrics, I got the lucky you. And if you shop from Mart, you know that this means that this is a end of the bolt piece, which means I got a few more yards or a little bit more yardage than what I actually ordered. So for this 2-yard piece, I think I got maybe 3 yards. For this piece that was 1.25 yards, I think I have about 2 1/3 yards. And then for this fabric, I ordered 4 yards and I got 5 3/8. So I was ecstatic. Now, let me show you the fabrics. This is, well, let me see. You can see here on the label that this is a modal spandex French Terry. And this piece of fabric is why I ordered everything in this order. I was really captivated by like this medallion print with this bold cobalt blue and white. I just really love it. It just looked really cool, very graphic. You guys know that I'm often really attracted to graphic prints, and this was like no exception. This was right up my alley. Plus they are colors that I love. And this French Terry feels amazing. I don't know how to describe it. Like through the camera, you can't see it, but it has a very smooth, nice hand. Sort of like a really nice rayon ponte that you see a lot in pull-on pants or knit blazers and ready-to-wear that has that smooth finish, like a Calvin Klein, stretchy dress or something. It just feels really nice. It also has these really fine loops for the French Terry on the back, which even makes the back sort of smooth. Like, I don't know, it's just amazing. It has this great stretch in both directions. So it has a 2-way stretch, both against the grain and along the grain. So I think that's amazing. This is going to make for a really comfortable set. I'm so excited to work with this. And because I bought this, I also bought it in the solid cobalt blue so that I could do sort of like a coordinating set. Again, this feels amazing. It has that smooth hand. that amazing stretch in both directions. Now, what happened was the morning that I put this in my cart, I got distracted. I had to do a couple of other things. And by that evening, when I came back to make the purchase, some of the yardage was gone. I had initially put 4 yards of the print in my cart and 4 yards of the blue. My plan was to make a top and a bottom for both fabrics and then have like an interchangeable collection. But by the time I came back that evening, some of my yardage got snatched, which is why I could only order the 1.25 yards. Thankfully, I got the lucky U, so I have about 2 yards here, so I have a little bit more to play with. But of course, I didn't know that when I ordered. So I also ordered the same French Terry. All of this is by Tory Richard because Fabric Mart does an amazing job of getting fabrics from designers from their dead stock. So this is the white French Terry, same thing from Tory Richard. Amazing hand, great stretch, the very fine loops on the back. So because they didn't have the 4 yards of the blue, I decided with 1.25 I could probably make a top. And then with the 2 yards that I was able to grab of the white, I could either make a bottom, which I doubted because whenever I make a white bottom jumpsuit or dress, I get really weird about wearing it out because I'm always worried about getting it dirty. But if not a bottom, then I could make a top or possibly, color block the blue and the white to make a top. So let me show you what my thoughts were when I was grabbing these fabrics. My first thought was to use McCall's 8447. I have the display envelope here to make a 2-piece set using the print fabric. Yes, that was sort of going to be a lot to have this print on both the top and the bottom, but I thought it would be fun and it would elevate this pattern that's already sort of like an elevated sweat suit as it is by giving it more of this very sort of like elegant classic pattern, right? So I was going to do the top and the bottom in the medallion printed. And then initially I wanted to do a second top or second bottom in the blue. Well, another top and bottom in the blue. But again, the yardage went out. I actually have the last and the last of the medallion. There is some more white on the site. I will link it in the comments. But here, or in the description, sorry. But here, now that I only have about 2 yards, I'm either going to make a bottom or a top with the blue. I haven't decided yet, one or the other. And then with the white, I was thinking a top. I was actually thinking that the white French Terry would be amazing for the new pattern from Mimi G, Simplicity 9929, to wear this into the warmer months, because that I think would look really cute in a white. I think Mimi may have it on in white on the cover. I'll be sure to pop that on the screen somewhere. So I definitely think I want to make that top, possibly in the white, maybe in the blue. I have to look at the smartest way to use all the yardage because I don't know how much yardage that top takes. But I definitely want to make a top out of the white because like I said about wearing white pants out, I always get nervous about it. Which leaves me with what to do with the blue. I don't want to make this top in both the medallion and the solid blue. So what I'm thinking for it is possibly just like a really simple sweatshirt like you have here on this older pattern from New Look 6314. I've made this a couple of times, just sort of like a cute, sweatshirt. Maybe I will cut it a little bit on the angle for the neckline to make it a little off the shoulder. That may be cute, but I reserve the right to think of something else to do with this because Julian of Julian Creates had the great idea to do the Serafina dress in a combination of these fabrics, and I will pop that picture up on the screen as well. It's just released. I was one of the pattern testers for it, so I think that that would look really good in this French Terry because that dress has an optional hood view which would look so athleisure, which is so great to do with a French Terry. So that could be a possibility. But that dress actually takes a lot of yardage, and I really had my heart set on making this set in one of these or multiple of these colors. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Be sure to check out my blog to see the pattern test that I did for the Serafina dress, as well as to see what all of this fabric becomes. Now I have one more thing I want to show you, and that is the zipper mystery bag that I got from Fabric Mart. It is 20 zippers for $4.99, so it's like 50 cents a zipper. I figured that was a good bargain. You know, if you buy 2 zippers, even at the buy one, get one at Joann's, you're gonna spend $5. So some of these are really good. Quite a few of them are shorter in like the 8 to 10 inch range. A few of them are even shorter than that, like these more like 4 to 5 inch zippers. They vary from coil teeth to metal teeth. You know, you can never have enough black zippers. This one actually has a interesting zipper pull, so that's nice to have. And then there are some longer ones that look like maybe they've seen better days, but I mean, I guess they still unzip and zip, so they certainly still work. So, you know, whatever. There's one that's still in the package that is a hot pink. And then, you know, there's just a variety. One other interesting one is this one that's more like a purse zipper because it has the stop on both sides for the opening. So, I mean, for $5 or 50 cents a piece, I think this was a good gamble to do this zipper bundle. Would I do it again? I'm not sure, but it never hurts to have a few extra zippers in your stash. So that is everything that I bought for my latest fabric haul from Fabric Mart. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comments below. And if you really loved it, you can leave me a super thanks. All the gifts that I receive through the super thanks go right back into the channel so I can have more content to bring to you in my videos on this channel. Until next time, happy sewing!